Warning, this podcast contains spoilers. What's up, everyone? I am your host, Donatello. Just kidding, it's Dom. I'm Catwoman tonight. With me is my co-host, Omikins.
Hi.
You're not a Gotham street thug tonight?
No, I could be.
You could be. Down below is Miss Clio with her tangerines. Are they tangerines?
Mandarins?
Mandarins. Just regular orange slices.
Oh.
Blood oranges. And, Link.
Yeah. I'm here too.
Hey, listen!
Sorry.
Yes, I'm Navi tonight. No, I'm Catwoman tonight.
I thought you were Catwoman.
I am. Even though Catwoman wasn't in this episode at all.
No.
She is now.
No?
Not a bit.
I don't think that counts.
Could be. So, I don't know about you guys, but I've said this every single episode. This episode was so much better than last week's.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They just keep getting better and better.
What do they do?
I mean, I'm here at Nikki Omikins' house, and we watched this last night. And during the last 2 minutes with the penguin reveal, we just, like, turned to each other and stared and went, ah. We were dumbfounded.
Yeah.
It was amazing.
It was really cool. It was like, oh, you smart little man, you.
Mm-hmm.
I want to know whatever writer is writing for the Penguin should be writing for Edward Nygma.
Thank you.
Or
Yeah.
Maybe you should. Maybe no one should write for Nygma for a while.
I would very much appreciate not seeing Nygma.
If he just walked through and didn't have lines, I wouldn't complain.
I mean, we didn't get him this episode, so I was completely fine with that.
Yeah. I think maybe if they just use him when he's absolutely necessary, when there's actually a murder to investigate.
Yeah, just keep him like crime scene detective, that's it.
Mm-hmm.
Ballistics,
Yeah.
maybe, you know, that kind of thing, but I don't want to see him other than that.
Pretty much.
I really don't. So I'm Catwoman, but she's got the cat.
Oh, Josie.
Yeah. So we'll talk about Penguin in depth toward the end, but what do you guys think of Victor Zsasz?
He was awesome.
He was great.
Nope.
I was so
Nope.
happy.
Dope as fuck. Shark Tail.
Yes, I attract cats.
It's true. I think they did him really well. He's one of my favorite villains, and they made him crazy and really bad at answering phones, which I don't particularly understand. But someone should tell him when you get a phone call, you're not supposed to just go.
I'm pretty sure as like a murderous villain that likes to carve the tally marks of his victims into his flesh should not have Funky Town as a ringtone.
It was Funky Town. I'm not crazy. Okay. Because I was like, oh, shit, Funky Town. I'm like, no, wait, that's not Funky Town.
That was Funky Town.
Yeah, but I was like, are you sure it's not Funky Town? I'm pretty sure it's Funky Town.
Yeah. He was awesome. I was really happy with how he turned out. And I was like, maybe they won't do him so scarred up, but then, he's still got to count up. So by the time Batman gets around, it's going to,
Yeah.
It's like he's supposed
He was
to.
only at what, 23, 26?
28.
28?
I was 28.
He was one of those.
Mm-hmm.
So it's probably only like his forearm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It looked like he started upward. He had shoulder down, so.
I mean, he has
He might
scars.
just be going straight down. He has them all over eventually by the time the games hit and stuff like that, and the time he's prominent in the comics.
Right.
His entire body's covered in those.
Yeah.
I thought they were tattoos of like tally marks or whatever. I didn't realize he actually cut them. I don't know if that's new for this incarnation of Batman, but I like it. If it is.
I'm not actually sure either, but it's really cool.
Yeah, it is. It's crazy. And for those of you that may have recognized the actor, couldn't quite place him, he was just recently on The Flash.
Okay, yeah.
So
Well,
he
was
was
he
in the
from
pilot.
Fringe? Was he in Fringe?
I don't believe he was in Fringe, no. He may have been one of the observers,
Yeah.
but I don't know for sure. I know he was on the pilot of The Flash. So.
He was on the Flash pilot.
Or was it the pilot, or was he on last week's?
It wasn't the pilot.
So he was Colonel Cold or whatever?
No. The guy from Prison Break is Captain Cold.
Oh. Colonel, Captain, same.
Is he like Mr.
I'm gonna
Freeze?
get someone in the military to come and shoot me for saying the same thing. But he was definitely on The Flash. I know that for a fact. He was on one of the. I saw the name when I looked, and I don't remember what it was now. But he was one of the villains on The Flash. But then, like, we really see him hunting Gordon down. He goes right into Gotham Police Department. He does not give any fucks. He literally gives 0 fucks.
He just walked in. It was gentlemen.
And neither do his Mad Max cohorts.
He's shooting the place down.
Mm-hmm.
It was insane. And then he goes and kidnaps Barbara, who was supposed to have left town on Falcone's command. So, not that we didn't know, but we know for sure that Victor Zsasz is working with Falcone, seems exclusively.
Yeah.
So, but what is going on with Barbara? Like, insert Clio rant here.
Yeah, please. Rant.
I'm done. I'm all spent.
No, you can't. No.
This is the stupidest thing she's done.
Really?
Maybe if I ask the crime boss to stop hunting my boyfriend, it'll be fine.
I think this kind of blows Lee Silver's theory out of the water, that she could have been the daughter of Carmine Falcone.
No.
I think that would have come out.
Would have come out.
Yeah, I think so.
Unless she's doing a really good job at playing along, but I highly doubt it.
I don't think so.
Now I can't understand what her secret is. Like, now, the thing she's still keeping secret, I can't imagine what it is.
Could she be the daughter of Maroni?
No.
I think so.
I think her secret is she's like, Jim, I just wanted you to know I'm not very smart. And then he's going to launch himself out of the clock tower window and onto the streets of Gotham.
There was...
End scene.
There was something Montoya said when they were on the steps of the courthouse. Montoya goes, you shouldn't be here. Like, there's something we don't know. Why wouldn't she... Why couldn't she be...
Oh, it's because Barbara's not good at... She's got a very succinct fear of steps. So.
What? Is there a phobia for that?
Yeah.
I'm sure there is.
Phobia for everything.
There's a phobia for
And I'm sure it's...
Yeah, phobophobia.
Maybe there's a step-specific vertigo or a step-specific fear of heights.
Oh, no, it's not real vertigo. She just hears Bono in her head. And done.
Did she literally walk off the show?
Yeah, no, she's...
Oh.
And she's... Oh, flower crown. Yeah. Yeah.
Well,
yeah, I don't get Barbara's deal anymore.
Lovely flowers.
Thank you. Can we talk about the police officers and how we saw their true colors and that they're not all assholes and corrupt for their own reasons, but just to protect their families, especially the chief.
Yeah, the chief actually looked like she wanted to stay by Gordon's side during the whole Victor Zsasz thing.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, like some of them are just like easily swayed. Like, Harvey was just like, just get out. He's got a gun pointed to Gordon in the middle of the police locker room. He's just like, get out. This is not your business or whatever. And they just turn around and leave.
Oh, okay.
It's like, what? Really? That shit wouldn't fly in a normal police office.
No.
Yeah, but
get through the front door at that point.
No.
Yeah.
No.
They're all. I mean, I don't think anyone in that office is really bad. They're all just living in fear.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, yeah.
And their hands are pretty tied.
Yeah.
As far as the mob and their safety.
Mm-hmm.
So, It's just sad because all those cops he's like, well, if anyone, Victor was just like, well, leave, go, and everyone left. I mean, no one but the chief really gave it a second thought, from what I could tell. So
I was really surprised that the MCU came back for Gordon.
That was great.
it was really cool.
It was a huge surprise, and
The only reason they want him in the first place is because they thought he was guilty of killing the Penguin.
yeah, they felt very guilty towards that, and I mean, it's the least they could do, but they definitely put their lives on the line for that.
Yeah.
They could have easily been shot. I mean, Gordon, we don't know the exact state he's in. He was shot in the leg and in the back, it looked like.
In the stomach.
Or in the, stomach. Oh, no, somebody else, one of the other guys was shot in the legs. Gordon was shot in the stomach and the back. I'm assuming both of those were... One looked like it was, like, abdomen, like, side level. Like, it looked like it could have been an in and out kind of thing, which...
I think you were right, though. He was shot in the leg and in the...
He was shot in the leg first before he went in the parking lot, and then in the parking lot he got in the
No, he was shot in the precinct. Wasn't he trying to get out?
He dove, and I thought he was shot in the side when he dove.
Yeah.
And then he was holding his side in the stairwell.
Yeah.
I think it was... Because he was limping, but that doesn't mean he got shot in the leg.
He did get you.
The ones that got shot in the leg were the two that were driving the Maroni moving vans. I think
Yeah.
There was a lot of leg shooting.
There was a lot of leg shooting.
Also got shot.
That woman got shot in the legs.
There was a lot of leg.
Yeah.
Everybody got shot in the leg this episode.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Gordon was limping at the very end.
He did get shot in the leg.
Yeah. All right. Wow.
Yeah. I don't know, but he seemed toward the end, he seemed in pretty good condition to walk around and hold Maroni and, I mean, not Maroni, but Falcone at gunpoint and the mayor. Like, he seemed to be moving pretty agile for someone who was just recently shot.
Meds!
Yeah, they probably some killers.
Yeah, what was Gordon thinking when he took the mayor and Falcone hostage at gunpoint?
He didn't think that there was anything that Falcone could say to stop him, because he thought Barbara wasn't an idiot.
That was his first mistake.
Yes, it was.
That's not the first time he's made this mistake.
She's proved to be untrustworthy, like at least 3 times
so far. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I don't.
Definitely tonight, or last night, whatever. And the phone call that she made to the children. What was the third time?
Wait, what'd you say? The
phone call about the children.
Yeah.
Tonight. What was the third time?
Oh, unburden yourself. I'll totally keep your secrets or whatever. And then she ran over to Montoya and was like, "Hey, he's gonna tell me everything."
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, you're right. So, I mean, what do you think made Gordon believe Falcone?
He knows what kind of man Falcone is.
Why would Falcone lie?
Right.
To save his ass?
I'm sure he had another out,
Yeah.
and I couldn't. I mean, that was he. I mean, he obviously, we know why Falcone actually did it, because he wanted to test his trustworthiness, or his trust towards him, and really, it was probably just the Penguin who was like, you know what, maybe not kill him.
Yeah.
That's what he said at the end. He was like, "Thanks for doing me that favor of not killing Jim."
What, the Penguin said that? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, the Penguin, the big reveal with the Penguin was like the holy shit moment of this episode. It was just like, what the hell just happened here? The Penguin is the mastermind behind like everything right now?
I saw him walking up with his umbrella, and I thought Falcone was gone. I was like, oh god.
Yeah. I mean, everything happened exactly how the Penguin wanted it to happen.
Mm-hmm.
He took a couple of gambles, and
he did.
Really paid off.
Which, to Falcone's credit, is the reason why I think he went through with it, because it was huge risk on both their parts. If for the most part, it was a win-win situation for him. If the Penguin died, he got what he wanted. If the Penguin lived, and if the Penguin kept his word, he got what he wanted. So,
but there was no risk for Falcone.
No, that's what I'm saying. So it wasn't
Yeah,
Falcone being soft. It was just him winning on every possible level.
Yeah.
Right.
He's like DJ Kali. All he does is win. You're welcome, John. But Penguin also spilled the beans on Nikolai and Fish.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
So all this time when, like, Mooney...
That was hilarious.
Like, what was it, last week? Mooney and Nikolai had that, like, argument in front of Falcone, and Falcone looked at them, like, suspiciously, but it was more of... To me, it looked like a more of, why are you fighting? Than a... I'm trying to avoid cattail, and it's still... But it was...
And Josie joins the show. Yay!
Not any part of Josie that you could see, though.
No.
Oh, kitty!
Just a bit more Josie. But it looked, it looked more of like he was like, why are you fighting? Then I think something was going on. But now looking at that in retrospect, it was, okay, so Penguin is telling me the truth kind of look, you know?
Yeah.
And the fact that this whole Penguin scene happened during basically excerpt from... It's because I'm wearing these.
Point and laugh, and I'm like, what's happening? And then the tail.
It's because I'm wearing these. I'm attracting
The cat.
But it's like an outtake from the pilot almost, you know? It's like this scene happened during that time. So it's still like things are still going back all the way to like the Wayne murders. And, you know, we had that scene with Bruce and Gordon. And he's like, you know, I may die. And Bruce is like, well, treat me like a man. Is this connected to my parents' murders? And he's like, yeah. And Bruce goes up and just like gives him a big hug. Like, what was that hug for?
Gordon's the only one who cared.
Whoa.
No. You're not listening. You don't let me finish. He's the only one who would bother to look in to the murder. Everyone else was ready to sweep it under the rug. I'm talking law enforcement side. I'm not talking... Calm down. I'm not saying that Alfred cares the most.
Obviously.
But Bruce doesn't see that. That's the problem.
Not yet.
Bruce just treated him like the biggest pile of shit he ever could have in the last episode.
Yeah.
He goes, who would miss me?
He's a dumb kid and doesn't realize.
There's no one to take me from. Are you kidding? Like, Alfred's been there for him forever.
He doesn't realize. He's a kid.
He even
don't
sat
realize
down
what's
to
right
help
in
him
front
with
of
the
their
case last episode.
Still mourning his parents.
People don't realize what's right in front of their face. Let me restate.
Yeah, what these two said.
As a book, it's in front of my face.
They got things great.
I don't know. But, so then we get that, before we realize that the Penguin, you know, was the mastermind behind this whole scheme, there's this moment where Maroni and Falcone meet up and start exchanging things, and Falcone is like, you know what, I'll let Penguin live if you do something for me. And he's like, give me this waterside property. He's like, no. Penguin suggests Toxic Waste Hill place. And Falcone goes, everything has value. Mooney's like, yeah, right, that place is toxic waste dump. And he's like, everything's got value. So the Penguin suggesting this place, clearly it was something Falcone wanted. What do you think is on this property?
It may be nothing. It may be Falcone trying to keep Penguin with Maroni.
Yeah.
Because if, you know, for the deal to be, it would be Penguin stays with Maroni unharmed, and Maroni gives Falcone a piece of property.
I mean,
my brain did a thing.
Your brain does a lot of things, and none of them are thoughts.
Pretty sure they're all thoughts, but
tell me
I just thought toxic waste, and then I thought Clayface.
I was thinking Ninja Turtles, so sorry.
Clayface in the Batman animated series was my favorite villain.
Well,
is.
I mean, I hope it's not that. I know we're gonna get Child Scarecrow soon.
Yep, they have confirmed.
Why would you hope it's not Clayface?
Because it's too soon.
Yeah, okay, yeah, fine.
It's way too soon.
Everything is too soon, but that's not stopping them from doing it.
Yeah. Whatever. Anyway, I feel like if it... I mean, I don't know. I don't know what significance a waste plan could have. I think it was more along the lines of, like, let's just keep this low-key so the Penguin stays safe with Maroni, and you know, he can keep feeding information to Falcone. And...
It was definitely... Oh, but wait, yeah, the Penguin gave Maroni that idea.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe it is something that Falcone is like, hey, maybe I want a piece of that action.
It could be. Yeah. We don't know much about it.
He's going to pull a Disney, and it's going to be Walt Disney World.
I just realized incorrectly I called this episode 6 at the beginning, and it's episode 7. Terrible.
Oh.
The shame.
So, oh, Alfred was kind of a badass this episode. He just grabbed one of the MCU guys and just threw him against the limo.
Mm-hmm.
That's what you get.
Mm-hmm.
That's what you get.
Ninja Butler.
Yeah, I mean, well, what branch of the military is he from again? Is he Navy?
He was in Batman Earth 1. He was a Royal Marine.
Royal Marine. Okay, so yeah. Yeah, it's like, this episode was like, please don't fuck with the Marines, I think, because...
Yeah, it really was.
Like, you don't pull a gun on Mr. Gordon unless you intend to shoot him with it, which Harvey did not learn, and Victor did know, so that was good. Because, oh my god, he was just like, what do you do? Like, no. Like, stop it, you're a child. Yeah. And then even like when he walked
we talk about that woman that Harvey brought to.
Oh my god.
To Gordon and Barbara's apartment, and just proceeded to have sex with her in the other room.
Probably on their bed.
Definitely on their bed.
Definitely on their bed.
Yeah.
It's a studio apartment. There's nowhere else to go.
I mean, he said it would only take a minute, so.
Gordon just like put his headphones and sat in the corner. It's just like, make it stop.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna clean my gun. I'm gonna shoot my gun a few times.
I mean, we didn't. There was the other girl, Liza, too. We didn't get much info about her, but does Falcone have any idea? Do you think Fish kind of had to have had this plan in play because she was looking for she was interviewing people and girls and stuff right around the time that Penguin left. So, do you think Penguin had any idea about this ploy before he left?
I don't know.
Because they did mention that Liza was not really doing much and she was cooking and stuff, so it's like he almost has insight on that.
But let's address that, because Fish was like, he hasn't touched her, and it's like, you set this girl up to be like a
motherly figure.
Falcone of his mother, exactly, and you expect him to just bang her? What's wrong with you?
Yeah.
Well,
I mean,
didn't they? What's that saying? Every man marries their mother, you know?
But this was very like deliberate and
not literally.
No, you know what I mean.
Like, reminds me of my mom.
Yeah.
If anything, I'm more like Mike's dad.
So that's great.
so my brain did a thing.
My brain shut down.
Omi is like, why did I even say that now?
I mean, I
said it for a good reason.
Okay.
I mean, those faces.
I guess I could just stab my eyes out now. I don't
need those anymore.
I don't need those anymore.
You can't unsee it.
No.
You can get rid of the eyes. That's not going to unsee it.
I can get rid of the evidence that I had seen it. So
you can get rid of the evidence, but you will go on knowing that you've seen it. You have to live with that burden.
I don't want to.
There's one particular scene I want to talk about.
Okay.
Penguin and Maroni. the golden goose.
No. Oh my god. Okay, go ahead.
Honk honk.
What?
We went back and rewound this 3 times.
Oh.
There was that scene when they're talking, and he's like, "You're my golden goose," and he just turns to him, and Penguin just goes, "Honk honk." He goes, "What?" And he just casually goes, "Geese honk." And Maroni was like, "Honk honk." And I was just like, did this just happen?
Jokes, ladies and gentlemen.
Did this just happen? We rewound it and watched it 3 times.
Perfect.
I wasn't even sure what he said. He was.
I think we sort of just brushed it off. Like, I have no idea what he just said. Probably wasn't important.
Yeah, and then they continued with that,
Like
and I
must have gotten up for tea or something.
like, and I distinctly remember like looking like, wait, he said, and you, and then,
Oh.
this is the level of discourse we have on a TV show.
'cause
Excellent.
Maroni's a child.
He pretty much is.
Maroni's a frat boy.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
He's a frat boy with dumb jokes.
his name is almost an anagram for moron. So, I mean, yeah.
I mean, it's not even an anagram. It's take the I at the end.
Maroni.
Yeah.
Me and John had thinking moments.
An anagram, we'd have to rearrange some of the letters. This one, it's good how it is.
Moran.
So, yeah. Outside of that, we lost 2 really good men. We lost Nikolai and Frankie. I couldn't stand either one of them.
I seriously.
Say, do we really care at all?
No.
Thank goodness.
I'm sick of one-dimensional mobster guys. They can all die.
Yeah.
Does Fish know? I guess she doesn't care. She was just using him.
Cat is trying to jump out the window.
She heard the goose joke and she was just like, no.
I'm out. Nope.
She's like, honk
None of
honk.
that.
Hell no.
Are you fucking kidding me? Are you fucking kidding me? I'm climbing out the window.
Good God.
Outside of like some in-your-face Easter eggs, there really wasn't too much. Like Victor Zsasz, we know about. You know, the Penguin's umbrella. Like he had it, he was walking around with it, but it wasn't as significant as I thought it was gonna be.
Yeah.
It's not a gun yet.
Yeah, it's definitely not a gun.
It's
It's not a
the
knife.
Penguin's umbrella yet.
You know, it's not a chemical weapon. Like we've seen it rain chemicals before. Like I'm not exactly sure why it was called this, other than the fact that it seems like this whole thing was Penguin's plan, and it's kind of like...
Well, yeah, it's a metaphor for he is kind of the overarching mastermind behind all the goings-on in the last 6 episodes.
Yeah.
You know, this really is all him, so it's kind of under his umbrella.
It's crazy.
Perfect.
Hey.
Hey.
I was just gonna make that joke. Ella.
So, and I actually read that this episode was like the most viewed so far. Like the ratings went up.
Excellent.
And the viewership went up quite a bit.
Perfect.
Yeah, this was the best one.
I was getting kind of worried that we may not see a season 2. I'm actually pretty confident we are going to see a season 2 at this point.
Yeah,
I think
definitely.
the show is doing better than Sleepy Hollow was doing at this time last year.
It's doing better than it right now.
Yeah.
Actually, Sleepy Hollow dropped off a lot for some reason. The lead-in's getting more popular, and Sleepy Hollow is just plummeting
off. I don't understand why.
Sorry,
Sleepy Hollow is really good.
Like, how could that?
It's really good.
Yeah, it
had
doesn't-
a great following in the beginning, but yeah, it has been dropping off. And
It doesn't. Yeah,
I'm
it doesn't
kind
add
of
up.
worried that it may not make it into a 3rd season, and for that reason, I was like, I don't know how well Gotham is doing. I don't know if it's going to go into season 2, and then it was renewed for the extra 4 episodes or whatever. It went from what 16 to 18.
22.
22.
Oh, it's at 22 now.
Yeah.
Okay, so went to a full season. I thought it was like 20 or some oddball number still, but so if that's the case, I was like, they're probably just gonna end up shoehorning a bunch of filler episodes in, and we haven't actually had a filler episode yet.
No.
Not yet, no.
They can't get away with it in this show, I don't think. I mean, there's really, like, what the hell kind of filler can you pull off?
I mean, they kind of are doing the villain of the week, because we haven't seen any villains other than, like, the Dollmaker and now Zsasz, and, you know, the Penguin, we're getting his origin story, but I mean, like, some of the minor villains and stuff, we're not having them overarching and taking up multiple episodes yet. Like,
yeah.
I think the Goat Man would have been a great one to do that in, personally.
Yeah.
Spirit of the Goat, but...
They still can.
They can.
I don't think that door is closed.
She can hypnotize people from her jail cell.
Yeah.
You know, so
There could be copycats.
there could be copy cops.
Ooh.
The people on her security detail, she could be, you know,
Yeah.
hypnotizing.
Mm.
So
You never know.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
But for hypnosis, yeah, you have to be willing.
Yeah.
Not really a forced thing, right?
Yeah, but it's TV hypnotism.
This is
You
true,
know.
too.
Okay.
It doesn't fucking.
And even so, they may have reasons that they want to get hypnotized, and she's just saying, "Yeah, I'll do it," but then does whatever she wants.
Yeah.
You know, so I don't know.
Just kind of what she did to every one of her patients.
Yeah. I mean, I'm sure we're going to see the Bane serum come back, and because, you know, there's a lot of seeds that they've planted that are going to grow and develop, but a lot of the individual villains so far, I don't think it's very unlikely we're going to see them return this season. Dollmaker probably, but we haven't seen him technically, you know?
Yeah.
So, you know, Penguin obviously, but that's not what I'm getting at. And I like Victor Zsasz, we'll probably see him again this season, I guarantee it.
Probably.
So...
He was very disappointed he couldn't
He's more
kill.
of a henchman right now than he is a villain.
Yeah.
So it's when he starts going solo, and that's when we have to worry.
Oh yeah.
He's a hired gun right now.
Yeah.
But you guys have anything else you want to add for this week?
I feel like there was something I wanted to say.
Honk honk. You broke us. You absolutely broke us.
Yeah, no, I don't. Well, I will say that, and I'm sure Clio will agree, that our hearts were shattered when we saw Harvey was very, very mad at Jim because they were working it so hard to be bros at the beginning.
In the very beginning,
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then they're bros again as he shows up.
And then they're bros.
I mean,
With
He's drunk with some lady.
right. Jim may have scared Barbara off this episode slightly because he just like comes into his apartment and starts blasting away.
He needs to leave that woman.
She's not going anywhere.
You know what would be amazing? If that's not the Barbara that he ends up with.
Oh my god. He just meets another Barbara.
Yeah, it's another Barbara. That would be amazing.
That would be hilarious.
I would love that.
Perfect. I don't like this Barbara.
Yeah, that would be great.
There is another show, and I'm not going to say what it is. There's another show where through the entire show you were thinking this one character was who it was, and then it ends up being at the end it was their brother that takes the place of the character that you think it is, and went under his alias. And I was like, oh, that makes so much more sense than what I thought was going on this whole time. So I hope they pull that with Barbara. Yeah, that would be amazing. Just give us a different Barbara.
Yeah.
Like do something irreversible that just makes them separate, and in comes a new Barbara.
Like, and I think poor Jim has to ask on his first date. It's like, look,
is your name Barbara?
Would you, first off, is your name Barbara? And second, would you go to a mobster and try to bargain for my life with him? And if the answer is God, no.
We have
no, you're in.
We have a family friend whose last name, I kid you not, his name is Ham. Right? And he went out of his way and married a Virginia. Virginia Ham. It happened. It's real.
I have a cousin whose last name is Brown. Guess what his first name is?
Charlie?
Yeah.
UPS?
I'm not even shitting you.
I had one of my teachers told us a story in high school of a Theodore in school whose last name was Bear.
Teddy bear.
Teddy Bear. Yeah.
Some people's parents are very cruel.
They are. They are. And there was another one, I don't know if it was real, it was another story I heard of 3 sisters named Jade, Forest, and Emerald, and their last name was Green.
Well played.
Yeah, there's some cruel parents out there, so I don't know. Anyway, next episode is called The Mask, not Jim Carrey.
Oh.
I know.
Somebody stop me.
It's not even worth watching now. I
Those
guarantee
pajamas
you.
are impossible. This
I'm-
actually happened.
I'm gonna say right now that this episode is gonna be better than last week's episode, but now I've jinxed it, and now it's not
you
gonna
just
be.
jinxed it.
So you're welcome for that. Gordon and Bullock investigate a Gothamite who runs a deadly fight club for candidates applying for a job at his financial firm. Meanwhile, Bruce returns to school and gets a visit from a new friend. So it sounds like Catwoman is going to be visiting his school.
Well, Bruce wants to learn how to fight.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
He
I'm
goes
thinking.
to Alfred and says, "Teach me how to fight." Actually, no. He asks him. He doesn't order him.
Yeah.
Well,
Lightly asks.
you know, if he actually goes back to like school, maybe he was getting bullied, and he's like, well, screw that. I'm gonna kick your ass, and Alfred's gonna show me how.
Yep.
So that
Exactly.
could be it. Oh man, we get to do a high school drama section with Bruce. That's where their filler's gonna come from, guys. It's gonna be great.
The Deadly Fight Club is going to be interesting. I'm curious who the Gothamite who's running it is.
Yeah.
Maybe it'll be Brad Pitt and Edward Norton. I'm not quite sure, but
Those are well-known Gothamites,
Yeah, they are.
and I'm pretty sure they established that on Between Two Ferns. So it's canon. It's real.
It is
It
now.
happened.
And then they can get Lucille Ball to sell Vegemite. Right?
Yes.
Is that what it was?
Yeah.
Vegemite or Vita Vita Vegemin. That's what it was.
Yeah, I was gonna say Vegemite is that Australian thing.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's
Close
real.
enough.
Gross.
Whatever.
Do you pop out at parties? Are you unpopular? That's probably my favorite episode of I Love Lucy ever.
You unpopular.
Do you pop out at parties? Are you unpopular? She's so drunk on the stuff by the end of her commercial is amazing. But yeah, I think that about wraps things up here. You guys have anything else you wanna go off tangent about?
I
No.
hope next episode just proves you wrong and isn't as good as this week's.
And it'll be all my fault.
It won't be all your fault. We can
It will.
all blame you.
And I will accept you with arms wide open.
No.
Harder to start out.
You guys are way too intelligible when you say those words. You have to. I mean, come on, amateurs.
Oh my goodness, where can the people find you?
On Twitter. LadyVenom24. LADY.
Somehow the lower thirds have disappeared. They're
There you
gone.
Well,
They're just
What?
That's cool. It's fine. It's
Are
fine.
they hidden in the background?
Oh, yeah, they are.
Hidden in the background.
Ta-da!
There we go, magic.
There, that's where the people can find you.
I was gonna say, I
John.
see the outline.
John, where can the people find you?
Oh, I'm
Probably on Twitter. I can't see the handle, so I forget. Oh, there it is. Hey, internet, check it out. It's at No More.
What?
Are you gonna post a dick pic tonight?
I guess I have to.
You
I mean,
have
You're
to.
gonna have to.
I mean, I
Now
kind
that I
of.
called
It's a
them out on
podcast.
it.
It's a
I mean, I
podcast.
kind of have to.
You can
so.
find me down below at Phenomenon.
Hey!
Look at.
PHENOMEDOM. You can find us all in,
Dum-dum.
you can find us all and others
Hey!
at ASOTV podcast on
You find me,
Facebook,
Clio,
Gmail.
hold on, you fucking prick. Here. I don't need you. I don't
I
need you.
don't fucking need you.
Oh, good.
Oh my god, you can find us all and others. I don't even know where your lower third really went. Oh, there it is. Nope, it's gone.
It
No,
doesn't-
it's literally not
I
there.
got it covered. I got
There
it.
it is.
Go.
Oh, there.
Oh, yay.
I really couldn't find it, so I was trying to stall, and yeah. Anyway, you can find.
You left me out.
Okay, I'm lying. I wasn't trying to stall. I was intentionally leaving you out.
It was just a dick move all around.
It was. It was as dickly as his dick pic that he's posting right now.
It's dickier than that.
It's dickier than that? Wow. You can find her down below at Cliomoto. Follow her on Pinterest and things, and on
Nice.
Snapchat. You can get her on Cliomoto.
You cannot get me on Snapchat.
What? You said every social media.
Well, that one's not for other people.
Oh.
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 No, I don't post dick pics. Calm down. I'm not as bad as John.
Hey, judgment, seriously. Like, I do with my Twitter what I feel is necessary for the internet.
No. Snapchat's like my Facebook. I don't share that. That's
Okay.
personal.
Well, don't find her on Snapchat and Cliomoto. You can find her on Clio Photo on Snapchat.
It's definitely her. It's definitely real.
Actually, I'm gonna write that down because that's a good idea.
I'm full of them. You can find us all and others on Facebook, Gmail, G+, Twitter, MySpace, and right here on YouTube @/ASOTV podcast for some more podcasts for some of your favorite TV shows. Unfortunately, you cannot find us on Snapchat there. But until next week, we'll see you guys later.
Yeah, we will.
Hi.
What the hell happened to this
Hey,
show?
Dom. Hey, Dom, did you get that mount from ZA?
The bear mount?
The
No, the mount from ZA.
Oh.
Oh, hold on, let me check. Yeah, I got it.
Okay.
What is going on?